So you're not getting 8 hours of output a day. You know what I'm saying? Depending on where they work, my gut feel tells me $600 to $800 a month is the reasonable price. But I would go as high as paying $1,000 a month for an awesome person. Okay, an awesome person to me. Sorry, Sam, I think I overstepped the boundary here. An awesome person to me is someone who can take my blog post, video. Someone who I can give them a video, they can learn the shit, and immediately do the stuff over and over and over. So I don't mind go buying a course and videos and giving it to that person, and they know exactly how to execute. You know, then you got a person for $1,000 that's doing video, blog posting, a little bit of SEO, da-da-da. The only thing I will tell you in hiring, just a final point, adjust your expectations. If you think you're going to go hire someone and get someone tomorrow the first time right, stop them. Okay? You're running a business. Understand that you're looking for an employee for the long term. It's going to take you 2 or 3 months to find that person. You start now, you hire all these people, you give them challenges, and you find the right one. Okay? And then you build that relationship up with them. The biggest mistake most people make is they hire too quickly. First person they see, they fall in love with, and 4 months later, doesn't work out. You lost all that money, all the time, all that headache. You screwed your business. If you can know, it's a hiring process I need to go through, and it's cheap. You're not paying tens of thousands of dollars to hire. Forget about this bullshit about hiring an agency and someone. They don't know how to hire. They're just sending you any resume. You're hiring by giving them on-the-job training, and you filtering. And if you just take the time, you do it consistently for 1 or 2 months. It doesn't matter what system you use, you'll find something good. Anyway, I just hope that helps.
Cheers. When you're paying $600 to $800 a month or $1,000 a month, what sort of method are you paying through Elance? Are you paying through PayPal or what do you do?
I usually pay over time. I pay through PayPal. I wouldn't pay through Elance. What I've done now for most of my people overseas is I've set up, like Pakistan, India, whatever. Usually they have banks in New York. They'll have the local branch banks in New York, right? Whatever country it is, they'll have like a main bank. So what I do is I wire money to a New York bank. I don't pay any transfer fees for them. Okay? The New York bank wires to their local account. Okay? It's safer. From a tax perspective, when you're wiring more than $10,000 a time, you have to report it to the IRS. Okay, whether it's Elance, PayPal, it's a pain in the ass. And I got trouble so many times, okay, because I won't say why, but I got so many employees. My payroll is more than 10 grand at a time sometimes. You know what I mean? So my accountant told me, hey, set up this thing, a wire transfer to their local Indian bank in New York. They wire it across. It's perfectly audit trails, all legal. No one worries about it. 1099s are sent. I'm done for tax and accounting purposes. Now, it's very easy to do that. You need to obviously talk to the outsourcer to actually receive the money and whether they're comfortable with that, because it's a 2 or 3 day time delay. So if they want the money by the 21st or the 30th, you want to pay them like on the 23rd or something like that. I would start with PayPal.
I do PayPal.
I would definitely start with PayPal. And if your payroll gets bigger, then I would definitely just from a legal, because of wiring money across where you're wiring, it's all these legal issues they have right now. They want to see certain amounts and stuff.
Do Elance have something that do not use your email address, or you can't exchange email addresses, or do you have to go through Elance?
Oh, no, you can exchange. You can send me an email, yeah, and they'll do it. Elance is very good. The only thing is they charge the buyer that's doing the work, 5 to 10% of the fee. So most people hate that because 10% of the people. So I shouldn't be saying this on video, but I use Elance as my recruitment agency.
Well, as far as virtual assistants, unfortunately, the reason that there's a market for virtual assistants is the price and the competence of the work that we get in the United States. I'd much rather support the local economy and support the United States by keeping everything here. I don't mind if I have to pay more, but unfortunately, we live in an era that the younger generation, they think that people owe them something, and they deserve something. Well, let me tell you something. You're not deserve anything in life but to do a good job. And if you're not doing a good job, then you're not, you don't deserve to get paid. And that's the mentality that most European countries do overseas. Like somehow in America we have this entitlement, issue here, and we think that we're entitled to this and we're entitled to that. I always give an example to people. If Kobe Bryant doesn't score 5 games in a row, guess what's going to happen? He's going to get traded. So you got to get paid based on your performance and what you do. Now, I will tell you that you're not going to find one virtual assistant that's going to do everything for you. You're not going to find a virtual assistant that's going to be fluent in English, is going to be a badass web designer, going to know Facebook, social media, and Twitter, and everything else. It's going to be able to, do videos. It's going to be able to sync audios with videos and all that kind of stuff. So and that goes with any employee. So what you should do, you got to give them a list of tasks that they're responsible for. And please don't, I have a friend, God bless him, I love him to death, but he gives his virtual assistant about 50 different tasks, and he drives them crazy. I mean, it drives them crazy. I mean, they're not robots. They're people just like us. They're not going to be able to do 50 million things that you ask them. So put them in charge of, what they're the best at. So for example, I have 3 assistants, right? I have Ray. Ray speaks better English than I do. Okay? But he doesn't know any program design. He doesn't know, he won't be able to put on a website, but he's good at making phone calls, good at follow-up, he's good at customer support. So guess what? I put him in charge of that. Okay? Now I have Joel. He can't speak English that good at all, but essentially he can do websites, he can do programming, he can do all of that kind of technical stuff. Okay? Then I have Junior, which is like a mixture of Joel and Ray. English is not as good as Ray, he's not as bad as Joel, and he's very technical and very, well-rounded. He's not as technical as Joel, and he's not as non-technical as Ray. So he takes care of, a lot of the PowerPoints, a lot of, voiceovers, a lot of syncing and all that kind of stuff. So basically getting back to that, make sure that you define exactly what they're going to be in charge of. And, and that's it. Don't they're humans. As far as the pay is concerned, I totally agree with you. You're not going to find somebody for $400 that's going to be reliable. If you do, God bless you. I need to get some. So some people are $400, but normally pay them well. Pay them so well that they take their job so seriously and they cherish it. They don't want to leave. Now, if that means pay them $800 or $1,000 a month, well, whatever it is, be it. Because they're going to be very loyal to you. And they, they're not going to jump from one offer to another offer. As far as my experience is concerned, I've had a lot better luck with Filipino assistant than I have done with Indian assistant. No, because
no disrespect.
No disrespect. Because in Philippines, English is their second language. They speak a lot better, and I found them to be just very, very, they're built on a culture that they want to overlook. However, I will tell you that you can't, if you for whatever reason you're not satisfied with anything that they do, be very nice to them. You can get their feelings hurt really, really bad. And next thing you know, you've hurt their feelings, they won't even call you back or return your email. This has never happened to me, but it happened to many of my friends. So they do pride in their work and all that kind of stuff. So, and I pretty much we covered everything else.
Yeah, I have people working in the Philippines as well. The only challenge I have with the Philippines is electricity is a problem.
Yeah,
they have blackouts all the time. So. And one of the things is when I want an answer, I want an answer now. I'm kind of demanding, I don't want to wait 3 hours to get a hold of me. So just be aware of that. I had, I got one person actually bought a generator. I bought a generator for her. I paid like $500 or something. Eventually, could have it shipped, and now she works flawlessly for me. But you may want to think of that. But other than that, they work.
Yeah, one thing also goes back. I'm the same way. Like, if somebody's working for me virtually, I want to make sure I want to answer now, and I want to make sure. My biggest feel is like, well, are they sleeping or are they really working? So what I did was I assigned a number. You can go get a local Skype number. You know, they all of them have like a 909 number, which is my area code. Each of them have a number. I can pick up right now and call them, and they will answer the phone. And I let them know that if they don't answer the phone after 3 times, you know, I call them, they will be fired. Because I want to be able to, you know, I want to be able to be anywhere, anytime on their ship. I need to call somebody. I need to get a hold of them. You know, and so that's what my big pet peeve. And I need, if you're on the ship, you need to pick up the phone.
Are you calling when you do the local Skype number? Is that forward to a landline over there or to the computer?
It forwards to the computer.
To the computer, you can get a voice
Yeah.
box.
Yeah.
That's like $2 or $5
Yeah.
or something.
Okay.
You know, and they can call, like, if any of you guys got calls from Ray.
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
Like, I mean,
Every
you think,
week, man.
yeah, every week. You feel like he's like right next door.
Yeah.
You know, you don't
Yeah.
even, you know, like, you don't think that, oh, he's someone in the Philippines calling. He's like,
And how does he do that?
local Skype number.
So he just takes the local Skype number, calls my cell phone,
To
and
his
then,
computer, yeah.
Yeah,
and then it shows up your number.
yeah.
You just put
Each of my systems have their own separate line, local number. Okay, like, you know, for, you know, if it's customer service, you know, call Ray, this is his number.
There we go. Okay.
Do you credit their account or something like that for Skype to
No, I buy it.
they
Buy it
gotta pay
down. I
for
buy
it.
you buy it?
Make them pay for it, Damon. Subtract it from the pay.
That Irish
$2
them Irish
Get them talking real fast.
You owe me for working this month.
And the